So, are you done with your New Year resolution list? The list that reads that you'll go to gym every day, that you'll read every day, and you'll study every day, and whatever. So if you're done with that right now, yes, right now, tear that list into pieces, because I'm about to tell you why. A, why your New Year resolution don't work, and B, why you, my friend, yes, you are not able to make any new habit. So by now you might have watched hundreds if not thousands of videos on how to stay consistent and how to build a new habit, but only thing that you might have got is that do that habit for 21 days and then it's into your subconscious, or use a habit tracker and whatnot. But the thing is that they miss a huge part of reality. But there is more to it. Let me explain. So all these people focus on this one component of discipline. So let this one line represent discipline, which involves your work ethic and your mental toughness. But there's one more component which will represent by this one line, which is flow of your life. Unfortunately, this second component is way out of your control and way haywire. This second component comprises of all the sudden parties, birthdays, accidents, funerals, marriages, and everything which is out of your control, and any type of distraction that you can think of, which actually cause a person to lose a habit. So what can you do? Here's the solution. Right now, change that New Year resolution to New Day resolution. This way, the burden of doing that thing for whole year just vanishes away, because you just have to do it for the next day. This is not my idea. This is Sadhguru's idea, which I applied to build habits which I am able to keep up till date. So it definitely worked. But do you know why this happens? This happens because your brain is not able to process future as it's able to process past and present, and hence this is the reason you shouldn't be making plans which are a year long. So the last tip. One thing that I've understood about humans is that we humans are very selfish. We live for rewards and we are damn scared of punishments. So why not just use this for your own leverage? I told you that there are two components, two lines. First one is flow of life, which is out of your control. Second one is discipline, which in your case is very poor and weak. Why not add a third line of reward and punishment? So how does this work? If you check the graphs of the people who are in the military or in the sports field, you'll see this thing very common. Firstly, their life is monotonous. They sleep and wake up at the same time. They have this punishment and reward system in their life in some sort. They have their coaches, their trainers. Army people have people to whom they are answerable. And what this does is this makes the third line, the discipline line, very strong for them. This trains them to be more disciplined. So this can be done for you also. And how can you do it? Right now, you'll appoint a friend or a family and tell that person that you're trying to make a new habit, and you'll do that every day. And please be honest in this. What this will do is A, you'll be answerable to someone that will kicking that reward and punishment principle, and B, you'll report to someone every day. And guess what this is doing? This is actually building your consistency. Because if you look at habit building as a skill, what is it? You have to try and fail at building habits before you actually master the art of habit building. Okay, then you'll ask me, then what's wrong in using habit trackers or using calendars for scheduling our habits? Well, the problem with that is that to use that method, you need a habit of using a habit tracker. Hear me again. For using that method, you need a habit of using a habit tracker, which is not formed. Because what happens is, in the beginning, when you're motivated, you're documenting everything. You're writing whether you did that habit or not. But after a while, you even forget that. So that, according to me, is a very inefficient method. And lastly, accept the fact that even if you build a habit and do it for 10 years, even then nothing changes. Yes, I'm trying to say that all that hype about habit building is a little bit too much. Habits in general are overhyped. Yes, after building habit, you become dedicated, you become disciplined and consistent. All that thing is great. But there is something called as creativity, which requires diversity. Getting out of focus, getting lost at something, which requires randomness. Well, more on creativity in my future videos in 2021. Till then, I hope you build some good habits And finally, I would just say that whatever you want to do, just start doing it. Do it till it's useful. Once it's useless, leave it and move on. Thank you.
Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?